Then is Nathan Barbler on the inside of the third row. We'll have Ryan Kaler, I think, on the outside of him. Then Robbie Poe back there in the fourth row. He won't be all that happy about that. Brandon Hoff would be the next one. Peter Thompson is the 70. To you then what the racing is all about tomorrow night. Okay, getting ready to go. The 62 car of Jaden Blumley takes the green one, and we're off and running, and he's got Matt Nelson on the outside. Nelson it is that gets the drive around the outside and around the western corner. Nelson, Blumley would be the next one. Tucked in there is Travis Hutchison, a little bit of nose to tail, push and shove as around the outside. Also great drive from Gordon Madolo. Takes the big Falcon up into position number 3. Travis Hutchison crossed up sideways, and we've lost car 94, Brandon Hoff, at the end of the main straightaway. Plenty of action straight away from the streeties to the outside of the Witch's Hat. Remember, single file, no passing. Look for a green one as they roll into near the Witch's Hat and the white line, and that's Matt Nelson says, let's go. Takes the green one. He knows chasing him is Jaden Blumley. Race leader, Matt Nelson, current Queensland Street Stock champion. Around the western corner he goes. Down the back straightaway, going this way around. So our race leader, Matt Nelson, gets it a little bit crossed up, but is able to hold on to it. Madolo coming under some trouble from Travis Hutchison, and they're both chasing Jaden Blumley through the western corner. Race leader Matt Nelson. And again, some problems at the end of the main straightaway, and it's the same car number 94, Brandon Hoff, starting to feel a bit like a punching bag. To the outside of the Witch's Hat, race leader Matt Nelson says, here we go, folks. Hotly pursued by Jaden Blumley as they go down the main straightaway and into the western corner. Gordon Madolo a little bit slower on the intake this time around as they go down the back straight. Gordon Madolo hangs the tail and around the outside and down the inside for Benstead. So a little bit of driver error has taken back 3 placings as Nathan Barbler on a mission to make it 2 feature races in a row. He's got to catch Matt Nelson and Jaden Blumley as they have cleared out from the rest of the pack. Under the control tower they go. Nathan Barbler, Travis Hutchison down the inside. Yellow light once again. Travis Hutchison, Nathan Barbler. They're all still in there with a chance. Jaden Blumley is in position 2. We've still got Benstead in there as well. And of course Jamie Poe in the 11 car and Robert Trapp. That's the way they get started. Heading around the western corner, race leader Matt Nelson already putting a little bit of a gap between himself and Jaden Blumley as they go down the back chute. Bit of a challenge for the Nathan Barbler from the inside with Travis Hutchison. Benstead would be the next one. Robert Trapp on the outside and Robbie Foe, then Michelle Barbler. That's the way they go into the western corner once again. Our race leader is falling back into the pursuing cars behind him a little bit. So race leader Matt Nelson, high on his hammer is Jaden Blumley. Blumley has a little look down the inside that time. Up high on the racetrack is Nathan Barbler. Travis Hutchison down a little bit lower, goes underneath Nathan Barbler as they go past the pit gate. Barbler's about to turn it around and somehow everybody missed him. He got it into reverse gear and got it out of the way. Race stays going, lights stay green down the back straight as 99 now is facing the wrong way. Ian Hartsman The lights stay green as we've got a new race leader. And that is Jaden Blomley. Has got the 62 car on the inside of Matt Nelson. And into the race lead, Michelle Barbara was the next one up on the infield. Gets it mobile once again as their race leader goes under the control tower. That's car number 62, Jaden Blomley. Has started to put a little bit of a distance between himself and Matt Nelson. Travis Hutchison not too far away, and those three fairly evenly passed as they go down the inside of Michelle Barbara. Long way back then to Ben Stead would be the next one. Under the control tower once again. Car number 62, the race leader, Jaden Blomley, doing a great job out the front. And he has got some traffic in front of him, Rhino. This is where we go.
Yeah, it starts to get a little busy as we get into lap traffic. Blomley leads as Hutchison up on the inside of Matt Nelson. Oh, Hutchie crossed up through the slick and goes back to position 3 as Nelson finds his way back to the second position here and charging on the outside of the racetrack. He comes back to the bottom in turn 4. Blomley leads from Nelson, Hutchison, Stead, Trapp and Foe, your top 6. What a battle this is in the street stock feature for Edge Automotive and Performance. Nelson right behind Blomley now. The 62 leads as Hutchison's back in and gets into the left quarter of Matt Nelson. A little bit of contact between those two, but they continue as Ben Stead close in. Blomley is your leader from Nelson and Hutchison on screen. It's a great battle as they come up on the lap markers. Tiptoe through the tulips on the bottom for your race leader. Hutchie's right there looking right down on the inside of Matt Nelson. Ben Stead wants in on this. Terrific race from the street stocks for Edge Automotive and Performance, Paul.
Got one out, that's the Storer car. Has succumbed to whatever that smoke was. The race leader is still Jaden Blomley. Of course, the lap vehicles do not have to move out of the road. They're expected to hold their line. That's the only condition for them as they go round the western corner once again, and he will be very happy to be out in some fresh air. Blomley is the race leader, but he can't get away from Matt Nelson, who cannot get away from Travis Hutchison, and Ben Stead would love to be up there with him. Through the western corner once again, Jaden Blomley doing a great job out the front. Around the western corner, bounces it into the back straightaway. Michelle Barbara is the next one in front of him as they come underneath the control tower once again. Michelle Barbara stays up high on the racetrack. Peter Thompson would be the next one, and it'll be a long time since we've called Peter Thompson about to be lapped. Through the western corner, down the back straight, Jaden Blomley doing a great job out the front. Still in position number 2 is Matt Nelson. Can't get the distance though between himself and the lead car any smaller. Back behind them, Travis Hutchison. Hutchie hangs the tail of the car, wipes off a little bit of the speed. But right now, Jaden Blomley is working his way through the lap traffic. He's going to follow Peter Thompson. Thompson moves a little bit high up. Remember, he's not allowed to block, but he doesn't have to move out of the way. Into the western corner. This is where Matt Nelson sees an opportunity. I'm in the lap traffic. Can I get any closer to Jaden Blomley, who's still sitting in behind Peter Thompson as they go under the tower once again. Matt Nelson in 2. Travis Hutchison, Ben Stead. The other car in contention is the 11 car of Robbie Foe. Foe decides to try it a bit higher on the racetrack as one in trouble and stays out of harm's way, but our race leader has still got Peter Thompson in front of him. That's Jaden Blomley. Still got Matt Nelson chasing him, Travis Hutchison, Ben Stead and Jamie Foe as they go round the western corner once again. Has a little look on the inside of Peter Thompson, and again Peter Thompson only simply has to stay in line. He's been given the lapping flag. That only means you've got to hold your line.
Oh, Ben Langton's gone in, a big crash in turn 4. Oh, got in massive. Had a big tank slap as Hutchison went sideways and lost his. He went back to about 7th position, And Langton was on the brakes, had a tank slap, and went in hard to the concrete in the 96, and we are yellow with 5 to run. Wow, that was a big impact for Ben Langton. Unfortunately, he's out of the car, which is good news, because that was a big crap. And look at that, there's a tail shaft on the middle of the back straight, on the pit straight, which our crew will go and get very, very shortly. There it is. Well, that one tail shaft. Well, they're busy. I might have to, you get it, Nick. You're on it. Look at our camera crew. They do everything. Good job, Nick. So someone's missing that. This is bird's eye view from the infield. So bad luck for Ben Langton. Blomley. Now, I don't know, Hutchie might get lucky here, because was that the last lap, or just then he had the spin? Because Hutchie went to about 8th. He lost it on his own. And he might get lucky because of when that crash happened.
Yes, we'll go back to the full last recorded lap.
Yeah, and he was on the infield. He spun by himself in turn 4, and he got some help from Ben Stead. Robbie Forward rocked around the top to go to 3rd, and Hutchie dropped back to 7th or 8th while he was trying to gas it up on the infield. And sometimes you get lucky, and in this occasion, Hutchie will get lucky.
I tell you, someone else who would probably be feeling a little bit lucky right now is our race leader, Jaden Blomley, because he was stuck behind Peter Thompson. And now he's got fresh air in front of him, but have a look what he's got behind him.
Yeah.
5 laps. Can he stay there? Matt Nelson, he's got Q1 on the door. Travis Hutchison, Ben Stead, A1, the next one. Robbie Foe. 5 laps to go. It's not over by a long way, but our race leader will be very happy, Jaden Blomley, that he's got fresh air in front of him. Come on, Queenslanders, get behind your drivers. Here we go. Jaden Blomley, can he keep them at bay? Play outside of the Witch's Hat with 5 to go. Matt Nelson would be the next one. Tucked in there is Travis Hutchison. Nelson's having a go on the outside, and here comes Robbie Foe also around the outside as they head down the back straightaway once again. Plenty of action at the front. Jaden Blomley fights off at the moment. We got almost saved it as Nathan Barbala turns it around by himself. Is he far enough away from the racetrack not to cause a yellow as we continue under green? I think we might have to stop it. No, they're not. They're going to stay. Yeah, it's yellow. Hard luck for Nathan Barbala, because he's going to go to the back of the pack for all of that.
Wow. And Hutchie has had enough. And the 82 is coming to the middle, and he won't take any further part. What do we got there? On the ultimate screen, one more sign. Toot toot. They're on the train, and he's sitting in 4th, and they're riding the V11 home, up in the bar. Blomley, Nelson, Ben Stead is in the middle of a Victorian sandwich. Hutchie's coming back to take his spot in the field, so he's not completely done with yet.
What do we got? 4 big ones still to go.
It's been a cracking feature. It's been worth hanging around for. Remember, 4 o'clock start tomorrow. Hutchie slots in behind Robert Trapp, and Blomley will get us underway, Paul, with 4 to run.
Outside the Witch's Hat, Jaden Blomley, Matt Nelson. Car number 10 in there is Ben Stead. 1 on the outside is Robbie Foe. Benstead goes high. Robert Trapp's the next one in there as they go down the back straightaway once again. Jaden Blomley leads them under the control tower with 3 to go. We got a little bit of a push and shove there between Foe and Benstead. Foe goes into position number 3, and right now we got Victoria down the back straightaway. Robbie Foe and Benstead, but here comes Robert Trapp. Robbie Foe is going to turn it around right in front of the field, gets it back into, well, got it back into the drive position and wanted to keep going. The steward said no, we'll have a yellow one. Robbie Foe's just showing on the old Canadian hell driver stuff.
Foe and Benstead were at each other for a lap, weren't they? And how about Foe's tip in past the high-tech concrete sign on the previous circulation? It was an impressive tip in. So Blomley still leads from Nelson. Benstead is now 3rd. Let's go to the replay quickly. Watch this. So Foe, and I think this might be the tip-in we're talking about. Watch this. Sails the thing in. It's a Hail Mary from about the 17th row. Benstead said, not today, and left hand down on him, and they stay at it. And then we come around to the next circulation, and this is where contact here between the two. That unsettles Foe. Look at Benstead is left hand down into Foe and then gets off him, and that's why he spins there and gasses it up and keep going. But Robbie Foe's gone to the back, and Benstead,
Robbie Trapp's the one who has come from the middle of the pack, and he's got himself up there in position number 4. Travis Hutchison as well, outside of the Witch's Hat with 3 to go. Jaden Blomley is the race leader. Going straight to the outside was Matt Nelson. It didn't work that time around the western corner and down the back straightaway, but Nelson is the one on a move, high on the racetrack. Back in front there is Jaden Blomley. Nelson calls off that encounter, drops back in behind him with a couple of laps remaining. Benstead would be the next one in front of Robert Trapp, Travis Hutchison and John Stowart as they go around the western corner and down the back straightaway, and I think this time the white flag is waiting. Can he stay there? Jaden Bromley's got 1 lap to go. Matt Nelson is hot in charge. Back then we go to Benstead in front of Robert Trapp, Travis Hutchison, western corner, down the back straightaway. Jaden Blomley, he survived just about everything in this feature race, and he's got 1 more corner, takes the checkered flag from Matt Nelson. Good drive into position number 3 from Benstead in front of Travis Hutchison, Robert Trapp, and the rest of the field. Wow, put your hands together, folks. That was a tough one. He survived everything. Jaden Blomley.
What a job. The Victorians come and they've taken our money in this round of the Edge Automotive Performance Street Stock Series. I reckon he's coming for you on the Hillside Bar. You never know, you might get some circle work over there. I reckon we're going to get it all right in front of the bar. Did he stall it? That's embarrassing. He's up it. Good job. Blomley, your winner in the Street Stock feature race here at Ian Butcher Race Parts, Kingaroy Speedway. Remember, tomorrow night we start at 4. Show your appreciation. He rolls past. He was outstanding tonight. And it's just been absolutely fantastic, hasn't it? Here at Ian Butcher Race Parts, Kingaroy Speedway. He's going to roll into shot in just a second behind. We're going to pull him up and have a quick chat with a very happy winner. Let's go and talk to him right now. As Jaden has been outstanding tonight and got a win in the 62. Well done, mate. That was a really, really impressive feature race. Well done.
Nah, thanks, mate. That was bloody hard. Good race with Nello. I knew he was there and I could feel him, but I just held my line and yeah, it was good.
Just come up really to, and you got to do the Queen's Royal tomorrow night as well. The car's going to be busy, but what a great weekend for you.
Yeah, no, it's been good. I think I just done a gearbox and I've done a donut, so we're going to have to change that in the morning, so should be right.
You better thank everyone that keeps you getting down the road, mate.
Massive thanks to Brooke. She's the one that wanted to come up here, and Dad for everything he does, all my sponsors, all my family and friends back at home watching. Cheers. And
that's the worst mow I've ever seen. That's terrible. Good job, mate. Well done to Jaden Blomley, who gets the win. Well, the checkered flag has fallen on night 2 of the King's Royal here at Ian Botcher Race Parts, Kingaroy Speedway. It all gets underway at 4 o'clock tomorrow. I hope you get yourself to the track here again. It is going to be absolutely fantastic. We look to crown the 2020 King's Royal champion. From everyone here at the South Bernard Speedway, please be safe tonight. Drive safe and good night.